Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going on an adventure to a real-life giant that's waking up from a long nap. We're talking about the famous volcano, Mount St. Helens. Imagine you have a soda bottle. If you shake it, what happens? All that fizzy stuff inside builds up pressure, right? Well, deep under the ground, something similar is happening at Mount St. Helens. Scientists have noticed that magma, which is like super hot melted rock from deep inside the earth, is slowly moving upwards. It's like the fizzy stuff in the soda, creating a big underground bubble of hot goo. This isn't just any volcano. Many of your parents or grandparents will remember the year 1980. Back then, Mount St. Helens didn't just wake up, it exploded. It was one of the biggest volcanic eruptions in modern history. The whole north side of the mountain collapsed in a massive landslide, and a giant cloud of ash, rock, and hot gas shot miles up into the sky. It was like taking the cap off that shaken soda bottle, but a million times bigger and more powerful. The blast flattened entire forests and sent ash traveling across the country. It completely changed the landscape forever. So, when scientists say magma is rising again, it's natural to wonder, are we going to see another huge eruption like in 1980? It's a great question, and it's exactly what scientists are trying to figure out. Let's dive into what's really going on. First off, how do they even know magma is moving? They can't see it, right? It's miles underground. Well, they have some super cool tools. Think of it like a doctor checking your heartbeat. Geologists, the scientists who study the Earth, use special instruments called seismometers. These are like super sensitive ears pressed to the ground. They listen for tiny rumbles and shakes called earthquakes. Recently, there have been a lot more of these tiny earthquakes around Mount St. Helens. They're not the kind you can feel, but the seismometers pick them up. This is a classic sign that magma is on the move. As this sticky hot rock pushes its way up, it cracks the solid rock around it, causing these little tremors. It's like the sound of ice cracking as it shifts. Another clue is the ground itself. Scientists use GPS, just like the one in your phone or car, but way more precise. They have permanent GPS stations all over the volcano that can detect even the tiniest movements. And what they're seeing is that the ground is swelling, like a balloon being slowly inflated. This swelling is caused by the chamber of magma below pushing up on the Earth's surface. So, we have tiny earthquakes and a swelling ground. It's clear the volcano is recharging. It's filling up its underground magma chamber, getting ready for, well, something. But does recharging mean a giant 1980-style explosion is just around the corner? Here's the good news, probably not, at least not right now. Scientists say that what's happening today is very different from what happened before the 1980 eruption. Back then, the signs were much more dramatic. The earthquakes were stronger and more frequent, and the side of the mountain was bulging out so much you could actually see it. It was growing by several feet every single day. The volcano was practically screaming that it was about to blow. Today, the changes are much slower and subtler. The volcano is taking a slow, deep breath, not hyperventilating like it was in 1980. The current activity is more like what we saw between 2004 and 2008. During that time, Mount St. Helens had a smaller, less explosive eruption. Instead of a huge bang, magma oozed out slowly, building a new lava dome inside the crater. It was still amazing to watch, but it wasn't a catastrophic event. Think of it like this. A big eruption like 1980 is like popping a balloon with a pin. Bang! It's all over in an instant. A smaller, dome-building eruption is more like letting the air out of the balloon slowly. It hisses and deflates, but it doesn't explode. Right now, the signs point more towards a slow hiss than a big bang. The magma that's rising now is also different. The 1980 magma was full of trapped gas, making it very explosive, like that shaken soda bottle. The magma today seems to have less gas, making it less likely to explode violently. It's more like thick honey than fizzy soda. So should we be worried? The answer is no, but we should definitely be watchful. The scientists at the Cascades Volcano Observatory are watching Mount St. Helens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are the volcano's bodyguards. They monitor every rumble, every crack, and every puff of steam. Thanks to them, we have an incredible early warning system. If the volcano's behavior starts to change and look more like it did in 1980, They will let everyone know long before anything happens, giving people plenty of time to stay safe. This is a fantastic real-world example of how science helps keep us safe. By understanding how volcanoes work and watching them closely, we can live with these amazing natural wonders without being in constant fear. Mount St. Helens isn't just a threat, it's a living laboratory. It teaches us about the incredible power that's hidden just beneath our feet and reminds us that our planet is constantly changing. What do you think will happen next? Will it be a slow lava flow, or will the volcano go back to sleep for a while longer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you learned something new about our awesome planet. Thanks so much for watching with me today. It's truly fascinating to see science in action, protecting us while helping us understand the world around us. If you love exploring science and nature, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Stay curious, and see you next time.